So welcome to my new home. So I wanted to make this video to show you guys my new home, which is this van, and to explain why it is that I decided to move into a van, why we moved into this camper van. We'll talk about why I did that. I'll show you a quick tour of the van as well, and tell you what this means for the future. If you guys have been following me, you know that my channel, I mostly talk about drop shipping on eBay and Amazon, but this is a big lifestyle change. I wanted to share it with you guys, and it's greatly impacted by the online businesses that I have, so I wanted to share that with you as well. So this is the van right here. It is a 2020 Winnebago Travato. It's built on a Dodge chassis, it's called. So it's basically a Dodge van, and then Winnebago took the van and on top of it built it out so that you can live in it full time if you wanted to. Most people don't. Most people just use it as something they travel with on the weekends, but we've decided to move into here full time. And as you see, she's beautiful. She comes fully decked out with everything that we need. Things like an awning up here, outdoor speakers, you can see them up there, a bike rack on the back, and a bunch of other cool little accessories out here. But let's go into the van and I'll show you all the cool stuff in the van. Okay, so obviously this is the big entrance, a sliding door. And right when we come in here, you can see we have a kitchen, mini fridge, but it's pretty deep. We have a microwave convection oven, a sink, plenty of storage up top there for all of our stuff. And coming here on the right, we have our water filter. That didn't come with it, we bought it. And then obviously it just looks like a regular kind of Sprinter van at the front. And this chair swivels around and this desk kind of pops out. This is where I've been doing all my work. And it's pretty amazing because I sit here and do my work and look out. Usually I like to go to the beach. You probably can't see it, but all the way out there, there's the beach. So it's always an amazing view to check out. And then coming around here, here are the beds. There are two beds here, but they do convert into one full bed. And there's a TV there. That TV swings out. And in the back, there's a full bathroom with a shower, with a toilet. I won't show you guys that, but it's back there. Full cabinetry up top. We got like this huge lithium system here, so we can be off the grid for days at a time. And AC here, solar on the roof. So that's kind of a quick tour of the van right here. So as you can see, this van does have everything a home needs, right? Kitchen, bathroom, beds, some living space, TV, but it's not a lot of space. So the question is, why would someone move into a van like this full time instead of living in a house? And really what this comes down to is freedom. And I'll talk more in a few minutes about how we can afford this, but for now I just want to talk about the freedom that this is bringing us. So we originally were living in New York City. We lived in a very small apartment there. It was very expensive, a lot of taxes there. And then I started working online, doing drop shipping, started this YouTube channel, and did some affiliate marketing, did some coaching, made some courses to help other people with drop shipping. And now I make my full-time living online. And that allowed us to leave New York and move down to Florida. And we've really enjoyed this transition. We enjoyed living in Florida, and we enjoyed the freedom that the online businesses have created for us. But we want more of it. We got a little taste of it and we want more of it. So we are going on the road full time now. Now, originally, we were looking at different ways to do this, but there's a good reason why we chose this van instead of something else. So one idea we had was to move into a sailboat full time and just sail around the world. And we were very enamored by this idea. We found it to be very romantic, but on a practical level, it just didn't really make sense for me. I wanted to always make sure we had reliable Wi-Fi and for my businesses. And I didn't like the idea of not being able to step out of your home and be able to explore very easily. Yeah, I know you can get like a little dinghy and take it to shore just seemed like extra work, especially with the dog. We wanted to make sure he could walk, we can go for a walk, easily multiple times a day. And I know there are people who do that full time and do it successfully. Just for me, I didn't really feel comfortable with it. I thought about, what about an RV? And the RV lifestyle, it seemed really, really cool. But we were looking at these big Class A RVs, which are the big ones. They're amazing, big bathrooms, big bedrooms, big kitchens. It's beautiful. But we wanted to be able to park the thing anywhere. So the beautiful thing about this RV, this camper van, is that we can park it in a regular parking spot. We can drive it around, park it on the street, park it anywhere, and it fits, and we never have any problems with it. And that has afforded us a lot more freedom. We don't have as much space, so it's a trade-off, but so far we haven't killed each other. So far it's been worth it, and we've really enjoyed it in just a couple of weeks that we've had it so far. But let's talk for a few minutes about finances, because I know a lot of people will ask this question: how are we affording this camper van? So this comes down to two components. First, I mentioned before, I'm working fully online at this time, so I'm not tied down to one geographic location. I can make money anywhere in the world. And the second thing is that, yes, these can be expensive. There's really two ways to move into a van like this. One is the DIY, where you get a Sprinter van and you build it out yourself. You put in the beds, you put in the kitchen, you put in all the plumbing and electricity, and you make it work yourself. And that's something we thought about doing. We kind of wanted to do. There's obviously a lot of pride in creating your own van, but ultimately we decided to just buy one that's already created by Winnebago. And the reason for that is because Winnebago has perfected this. They've been selling this same model, but making it better and better every single year. So they know how it works. This one comes with a large lithium system that allows us to stay off the grid for many, many days. And so this we felt more comfortable with. It felt like it would work, and it did end up costing us obviously more money than doing it ourselves, but we are financing it, and the monthly payments are less than a quarter what our rent used to be. So we're not paying rent because we're not in an apartment or in a house. And we used to have a mortgage when we were living in New York City, but we sold that place, and our mortgage payment was about 4 times what we're paying monthly for this. So we're actually saving money being in this van. In a few years, if we ever sell it, these things have good resale value as well. We should end up not losing too much money. It would be worth it. We lose more money if we are renting a place. Now, there are, of course, costs of living in a van that you wouldn't have if you lived in a house. Things like more gasoline that you're going to use, and things like paying for dump stations as well. Sometimes you might want to park in a campground, which does cost money. Although with this van, you really don't ever have to do that. I don't have a full breakdown of those costs yet because we've only been in the van for a few weeks, but I'll probably be making a video about that in the future. So speaking of which, this channel is going to continue to be about ways to make money online, about drop shipping, and all things about e-commerce. But I might throw in a little bit of lifestyle into this channel as well, because this is part of it. This is part of the reason people start online businesses, and it's definitely one of the most amazing things that it has done for my life, having an online business. So I will be sharing it a little bit, definitely, but we are starting a second channel just for vlogging, Chad and I. So if you want to check that out, that will be linked up down below. Subscribe to the channel. That channel is just going to be vlogs. We're going to talk about what it's like living in this van, what different parts of the country are like. We'll show you those as well. Definitely more of an inside look at our lives. So if you want to check that out, the link will be underneath this video. And we're going to do some sort of giveaway on that channel as well to the first bunch of people that subscribe. So do make sure you subscribe early so that you qualify for that giveaway. And a lot of things I talked about in this video will go much more in depth in that channel. So I'll give you a much more in-depth tour of this van. We'll talk more about the cost of living in the van and how much this one cost and different things like that. So if you want to check those out and you're just curious, check out the channel. I'm not sure how much content will be up there by the time this video comes out, but you can at least check it out and see if you're interested in possibly doing what's called van life. So that's all I have for you guys. That kind of explains why I moved into this van, why we moved in here, and what our life's going to be like now that we're here. I'm still going to continue to make YouTube videos for this channel. They're going to look a little different because I'll have a different background. The hardest part so far has been finding good Wi-Fi, even though it's decent in the van, because we do have Wi-Fi in the van. It really depends on the cell signal. That's going to be a challenge as well, but I'm making it work so far. I've done a few live streams out of the van that have worked fine and have continued to make videos. In fact, they'll probably look cooler because the background won't just be a white wall. It will be like a beach or a mountain or something awesome like that. So if you guys want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions about van life or about my van, either ask them here or ask them in the comment section of any of the videos on the other channel, which again, I'll link up down below. Thanks, guys, for checking out my new home, and I'll see you guys over at the new channel.